Good morning. It's Wednesday, about 9 o'clock or so. Yeah, just about 9. I'm going to take the blue bathtub down, gray bathtub down. I'm going to take the little 350 3TA down off the lift now. All the parts are ordered for it, and we are in waiting for parts status. So I'm not going to do anything more at this point in time. I have got to go ahead. The client gave me the go ahead to take the primary open on this blue bike, which I'm now calling Blue Boy. And we'll put him on the lift, and in a few minutes I should have the primary off to see if there's anything in there that's stopping the engine from turning over. I figure about 80%, 90% it's not in the primary, but you have to check that first before you yank the head off the motor. So I'm going to get it up there and open that primary and see what's going on inside there, and then advise the client of what I find. And that is what I'm going to do this morning. It's 9 o'clock. Have the old farts, PHARTZ, lunch at 11, so I've got a couple hours to kill. So I'm going to do that by taking that down, putting that up, and opening the primary. Here we go. All right, so it's 10 after 9. The Blue Boy is up here on the lift. I'm going to release this adjuster here, which will let me drop the brake pedal down out of the way. I might even take this off just to drop it off completely. The brake switch is completely destroyed, so I'll probably just leave it there, but that needs to be replaced eventually. Then you get to take this off, which means loosening this nut way down here, which has a corresponding nut way inside to the bolts out here and the nuts in there, and that's always fun. So change a tad bit cruddy there, just a tad bit. So I'll let you know once I get this thing off. In other words, I'll be back. And if you're new to the channel and haven't seen this spiffy little tool I made, I will show it to you now. Okay, here it is. That's a 7/16 socket or so, a piece of tube with a couple of notches in it. Put it on the impact tool. Put it on here. And it makes taking that off really, really easy. Yeah, since I do this a lot, it's worthwhile making the tool. For one bike, one owner, not worth it, but it's fun. All right, just another little tidbit. Check out the action of the brake pedal and brake linkage here. Things are kind of stiff. So, we'll see about that. Okay, brake pedal is out of the way, and the left rider peg is off the bike. I'm going to just let the video run here because I have no idea what I'm going to find when I take this thing off to get it open. This will be a surprise that we will share. You wouldn't think it'd be this difficult. get copper washers off, would you? Obviously not the correct copper washers, or they've just been smushed. There is oil inside because it's starting to leak out here, so that's good. All right. Do it. Well, that's weird. All right. I did not expect it to come loose that easy. Huh. No gasket. Just a lot of silicone. That might be a critter's nest. Stator is in backwards. This wire should be on the outside. Right here, it's right up against the primary chain, which means it could be cut through. So normally that's on the outside. All right, let's turn the motor over and see what happens. This is a, let's see if this is the right one for the spike. And it is. This is a socket that I have cut the edge away from so it fits around the lock tab. That'll let me turn the motor over. All right, so let's turn it over. That's good news. I shot some mystery oil down the cylinders. Well, maybe not good news. No, it's stuck. No, let's see. No, it's stuck. I don't see any reason for it. Right there. Okay. And there's the piston right there. Oh, they have 4 hands. It would be so nice. Okay, so it'll come up this far. It's heading for top dead center here and stopping before it gets there. That valve's opening. And around and stopping, same place. About 3/4 of an inch before it gets to top dead center. I'll loosen all this, make sure that there's nothing here. But we'll see what we see. I don't see anything wrong in the primary at this point in time, but I'm going to go ahead and pull the primary drive off. A bike this old, been sitting this long, need to take the clutch plates out anyway. And just see what we see. I'm 99 44/100% sure that the problem is inside the cylinders. Here we go. Oh, there it is. Stuck again. Okay. Nothing catastrophic going on inside the transmission. Nice and stuck. I'm going to stop this. This is getting boring. All right, just another special tool, in case you're interested. It's this guy. It's two clutch plates welded together and welded with a big arm, so it locks the whole clutch assembly. So I can undo the center bolt, which I've already broken free, by the way. I did that, and then I said to myself, I said I should video this, and so I'm now videoing it, even though I've already broken both of these free, because I had this guy to lock that and jam itself underneath there to keep it from turning. And sorry I didn't videotape the original. I should have. And a way to get that out, if it's stuck, is to put a magnet. And usually it'll pull it out of there. It's kind of stuck. I have to get a bigger magnet. Okay. The fun part about the primary drive is it has to come out in one piece. Both of these have to come out simultaneously. So I got to get that hub broken free. See if this will go in there. No, that won't fit. That darn thing. Okay, so that little washer is really stuck in there, and it covers up the threads that the puller has to use. So unless this guy's loose, which some of them are, I've got to get that out of there. And it's not. All right, I'm going to stop this while I try to figure out how to get that heavy washer out of here so I can use the hub puller tool to pull that off. I'll be back. All right, the heavy washer that's inside the hub of the clutch was so tightly jammed in there, I guess oil or suction or just crud or crime. It should come out. And normally you stick a magnet in there and pull it right out. Well, it wouldn't come out. And there's no room to get a hook around it or under it or anything. And I'd used up all my magnets and couldn't get it out. Then I remember this tool. If you were watching the videos for the last few weeks, you may have seen me take that tool out of my toolbox and say, I had this made, but I don't remember why. Well, apparently this is why. So I put it underneath the spring bolts and press in on the shaft, and here comes the whole thing. It's still not breaking free, it's just taking the whole clutch out, which is really weird. You would expect it to just let me take that out. That's good. So now I need to get this off. And once again, I'll go over to special tools because this guy apparently is jammed. Sometimes you just slide off, sometimes they don't. So I'll get my special puller that I had made, has extra long legs. That used to be a 3-legged jobby do, and I made it into 2 legs and extended them. And I can use this to pull off the alternator once I get it behind it. And there it goes. Well, you need to pull it, just break it free. Or maybe. You'd think it would come off now, wouldn't you? All right. Okay, that's off. Now, if this will slide off, that's wonderful. If not, well, back to the special tools. This is a collection of bolts and spacers and a special tool puller. And out of all of this, I can always make a puller that'll pull these sockets on the various and sundry bikes and the various and sundry sizes of the various and sundry holes in the various and sundry pulleys. there, it's coming off. Now, with any luck at all, I should be able to lift both of these out of here at the same time. There, that's the whole primary drive. All right. Now that we've eliminated everything in here, we can turn the engine over and see if it still sticks inside the cylinder, which I sincerely believe it will. Well, another special tool, but it's for a different size shaft. Oh, it went on. Good. Nope, they're jammed. And it's jammed. Okay. All right. At this point in time, we've eliminated the primary as the cause of the engine jamming. We've eliminated the primary drive, and even the transmission. It could have been jammed. So all of this is error-free. It's not the cause of the jamming. That puts the jamming up inside the engine, somewhere up in that top end, which means spending a couple of hours pulling the top end off this bike just to take a look at it. By top end, I mean the rockers, the head, the pipes, the cylinders, and into the pistons to find out what's the problem inside there. So at this point in time, I'm going to stop and advise the client that we've eliminated the primary case as the problem, and we are now focusing on the problem being inside the engine, and does he want to spend time and money to take it apart and find out. Okay, that's where we are.